All right, guys, thanks for dropping by. We have some breaking news. And if you have been following on Facebook and everywhere else, the journey leading up, we've had a series of leaks. First, we got the rumors that came about this Mortal Kombat Golden TXL cabinet. Then we had the bill of lading drop that showed the Golden T3D XL crossed with the Midway Legacy cabs, which spurred a lot more rumors now that we had confirmation. And just 30 minutes ago, or rough little over 30 minutes ago, I got confirmation from my sources within Costco exactly how many of these items were ordered, what's in their system, and what they were called. And as I was preparing that video, almost simultaneously, someone dropped a leak of this cabinet on Facebook. So let's take a look at it. We'll talk about what games are on there. And Mike Hawkhurst, you were right. There's no Mortal Kombat. So congratulations. You nailed that one. But it's not the one you guys want, dreaming of Defender as the other thing, though Defender is on there. And there's some actually interesting titles on this one. Unfortunately, the cab is ugly. So let's take a look at it, shall we? And here we go. Hopefully you guys can see that pretty well. Let me know in the chat. And as you can see from this photo, it is indeed going to be shipping in that Golden Tee 3D XL format that we've already had. So it is not in the Midway style, which means you're pretty limited in what you're going to be able to customize this to because it's not a Midway cab design. So you're stuck with that Golden Tee 3D XL format with the further slanted screen. You can see it does have two joysticks on here. So let's zoom in a little closer. We can get a look at some of these, shall we? So here's that control panel with the trackball right in the middle. You got the two joysticks with two buttons on each side of the joystick. You've got the left and right for Golden Tee. This looks like our on and off switch and volume over here. May even be a headphone jack for some reason. We have another button over here. Perhaps that's the live button, though I don't see any indication right now of live other than that button. And of course, they're calling this the Arcade Classics cab. So you've got this new artwork for Arcade Classics, which features Rampage as well as some other arcade characters. Uh, pretty, uh, pretty interesting. And as we scroll up and look at this marquee, you do have the split class of 81 style marquee with the Golden Tee 3D Golf on the left and the Midway logo on the right with an interesting swoosh instead of a line. You'll also notice, of course, it is a light up marquee. As we get down to the screen, it says a 19-inch LCD screen. So questions will be had, is this a BOE screen, or we still got the same crappy LCD that was in the Golden TXL to begin with? And in which case, you're going to have whole other problems with this cab. As we look, what we can see of the side art, of course, it's got the Golden Tee in the upper part, along with the IT Golden Tee logo and the Midway logo. And as we go down here, we've got the lit coin door, we've got the IT and Midway logo across the front. And let's see if we can get it's about as close a view. Now, this does come with a crap ton of games. So we've got 20 games. Of course, first 8 are the same games that are on Golden Tee 3D Deluxe, Golden Tee 3D XL. And that's Golden Tee 3D, Golden Tee 2K, Golden Tee 99, 98, 97, Golden Tee Classic, World Class Bowling, and Shuffle Shot. So no surprises there. It's the exact game list. But let's move over and take a look at the Midway Legacy lineup. This is where we might have some surprises. Of course, you have Root Beer Tapper, Rampage, Gauntlet, Defender, Joust, Gorf, Sinistar, Tubin, Claps, Clacks, Wizard of War, Bubbles, and Paperboy. So none of the MKs made it into this lineup. Perhaps that's because there's no room on this thing for the buttons to make MK work. That's my guess. That's why they didn't do it. They just had to shove this thing as where they could with the buttons. They didn't move anything around enough to warrant anything else. So no Mortal Kombat. I do think Sinistar is interesting, but again, is this the right controls for Sinistar? Where's the proper stick? You got Gorf on there, but it's the basic lineup that's on all the Mortal Kombat Midway Legacy cabs, except for a couple titles that have been added. So there's your other 12 games right there. And next to that, you can see a Pac-Man Partycade, it looks like. But what's not pictured is that Miss Pac-Man, the Miss Pac-Man Galaga pub table. And, guys, thanks for dropping by. Thanks. You got to see the Abomination. Damien deal with it, says it's more junk. Kit Bash Ugly Monster, 100%. Biggie D's in the house. Drop by to say, hey, well, at least this isn't MK. Gives me hope for a future MK XL. Oh, that is certainly a positive spin on it. Does it have online leaderboards? Well, that is a great question. There is no indication of online on here that I have seen, but you do have this extra button right here, which does seem like that's the live button. So at very minimum, you would think the Golden Tee 3D XL will have leaderboards. Let's hope the Midway games do as well, but that's unclear, right? It doesn't say. What if none of them do? What if there's no online at all on this one? They didn't take the time to market it anywhere. Which you got to wonder why. Why not market it if it has online? And maybe we're just, missing where it is on the box, but there is nowhere indicated on here that there is online anything on this edition. Stockjock says, okay, the Abomination isn't so bad. After all, things turn from yuck to yes. Yeah, I don't know about that. I'm glad you're digging it. I'm guessing no Wi-Fi, no online. That certainly seems to be the case. Hopefully you can add Glenn's fight stick for Gorf. Yeah, and they have a new XL logo. Yeah, it says XL size is all it says. It doesn't actually call it just XL anymore. With 2 new games, it's definitely incurred some development cost. Yeah, so the games on here, I believe, are available on other editions, Biggie. So I believe both Sinistar and Gorf have previously been released on Partycades and Countercades in the past. P-Dubs, no live button. It looks like there may be one, but it's hard to tell. So as you zoom in over here, there is a white button behind this stick, which could be the live button, but there is no other advertising that indicates live. So that is crazy. And there's the control panel closer. And I'll try to get a better, even closer look. So you can see the 2 blue buttons. You got the left and right for Golden Tee. That's just a logo, Midway logo, on, off. Seems like we got our port back for headphones for some reason, and then what is either a live button or some kind of return button, and then the 2 other buttons. Adam says, I bet there is a 49-way joystick in that control panel. And where Shego says there is a button, but might just be a menu button. Absolutely. It could just be a button to return back, which because there's no player 1, player 2 button, that's got to be how you ring in, right? Unless your left and right is also your player 1, player 2. So very strange. Yeah, so I just went and grabbed a look at my Golden Tee 3D. There should be, I'm betting that white button is just the start button, because there are 4 buttons on the regular Golden Tee 3D. You got the left, right, live, and a start button. So you may have right there, left and right also being player 1, player 2 for the Midway games, and then that white button is just the start button for Golden Tee, and there is no live. So my guess is we have no live. And yes, we got light up buttons and light up marquee. First time I ever remember live not being on a box. Yeah, I think this goes back to the rumors are that something with IT says they won't let it be online other than those leaderboards. So Jason Little Alien is actually driving to his Costco to pick one up as we speak. No BOE type. Now, not guaranteed. It does just say LCD screen. So the question will be, because I believe this XL had a 5.4 screen. So the question will be, did they get a good LCD screen, or are they just putting the same crappy ones in there? And yeah, or an extra action button for Defender. Player 1, player 2 start above player 1 joysticks. Yeah, that's the left and right and player 1, player 2 on there. No live games on there. I'm not buying that, Elio says, except Rampage. They probably combined left, right, up, down joystick compared to just up, down thrust for Defender. These are in all Costco. So let's get into that. So my source at Costco, who normally sends me pictures, did get back with me earlier today, about the same time literally this leak came out. And here's what we have in their computer system. So in all US locations, Miss Pac-Man pub table, and this is how it is listed as Miss Pac-Man pub table. It does not have the /Galaga on there. They have a total inventory on order of 9,450 units. And then on the Golden Tee /Midway XL, again, all US locations or 4 US locations, the number on ordered is 13,020. So this is from an actual confirmed good source. I trust this one. Everything he has sent me is checked out. It's not like that Miss Pac-Man XL one. So yeah, P-Dubs on the pub table, we've got 9,450. And on the XL, we've got 13,020 on order. Now, how many they received is a different question, or how many they will receive. But that is how many they've ordered from Arcade 1-Up. And so I guess we can put some rumors to rest, right? There's no missing comma. The conspiracy of the comma on the grassy knoll and we would be getting 2 cabs is inaccurate. It is just one ugly cab. But again, it does have a pretty big lineup of games, 20 games. This isn't for me, but I'm sure some people will like it because of the sheer number of games. This actually may sell more than I thought it would. And P-Dub's definitely not a 1. It's a big 0 for me. I'm not buying this thing. I don't like this format of the cab, and I certainly don't want it for a multicade. If I want a multicade, I'll go get like At Games or something else. But there we have it. So we can put the rumors to rest. No second come on the grassy knoll. It is a Midway Golden Tee 3D crossover. Mike Hawkhurst was right. There's no Mortal Kombat on this. Some interesting games on there, but nothing to write home about because, again, you can't even really buy this cabinet and reskin it into one of these games. You want an XL Tapper? This isn't the right format. You want an XL Sinistar Gorf? Not the right format. So even that is gone. So the ability to even like say, hey, I'm going to throw $600 at this and make a custom cab, at least for the game I want, that is gone. So that is unfortunate, but there you have it. So we have the sales numbers, or not sales numbers, inventory numbers. We have the cab. There's not much else to talk about this at this time, but here's the confirmation we have. And I should hat tip whoever dropped this in this image, because that would just be right. And someone else sent it to me. Let me go find it in the 1UP officials to get the right dude who dropped it. So it looks like Brian Andrew A. So credit to Brian Andrew A for dropping this image out there. I don't know if he was the original source or not, but he's out there. And then, of course, I mentioned somebody else sent it to me as I was working on the video for the leaks. So all U.S. Costco's, doesn't seem to be any Canada. Let's read your comments here. I cannot believe they felt that this cab needs to be kept a secret. Wow. I'm pretty sure they will all sell out. 13,020 golden Midways. That's correct. I'm betting they ordered what they sold of. That's pretty much the exact order of Pac-Man. So I don't know if they'll sell that many without steep discounting. The Midway logo slapped onto the side over the golden T skin looks like Dookie. Been saying it wasn't MK as it made no sense. This isn't for me either way. Well, good call. I just thought there's no way they would make a new PCB or new game lineup, but apparently they did. They rearranged, they brought in some of the games from the Partycades and added it to the list and took the MKs out. So some development cost went into this. Still a pass for me, but would have been a lot worse with MK. Agreed. They're just selling this clearly as a multi-cade that happens to have golden T on it. Yep, arcade classics. Joust XL, indeed. And yet, that's the price is $5.99. Should show that there, right? Price up there is $599.99, so $600. And poor Sinistar Defender, Gorf, all wasted. And then Biggie says, do we get a Midway sticker kit with it like Pac-Mania? Who knows? Arcade Classics on the front of the CP looks like garbage. Yep. Yeah, that weird. They created their own little kind of marquee, but they didn't put it on the marquee. They put it on the front of the control panel. Let's see. I think this still appealed. I agree. I think as a multi-cade, I think this is what it is. That's why they're calling it Arcade Classics, and I don't think anything else. As a pure multi-cade, this seems like it's okay. That's not anything I'm going to own, but it'll sell. James, the artwork on the front is almost a direct pull from that joystick Frankencab that circulated last week. It 100%. Like the people that speculated that this was off of, that looking at the multi-cade from that other company who I'm drawing a blank of, it's almost identical. This is only a buy for parts if it goes on sale. Also would be nice if trackball could be used for Paperboy. That's interesting. Never tried a pet trackball in Paperboy. The control panel shows they don't play the games 100%. Wait for Black Friday, then $2.99. Well, certainly this one I think you'll probably be able to find on the clearance blowouts. We'll see. We'll see as we get closer to Christmas. The fact that this is already in stock in a store blows my mind. I would think these wouldn't show up until late August, but somebody put them out on the floor for this picture to get out there. That's clearly an out on the floor display. So that's pretty early release. I wonder if they'll even blow these things out well before Black Friday even hits, because I think we're in back to school time right now. So, I think it'll be a month or two when Costco does a reset for the Christmas season. Most who aren't arcade fanatics don't care much about arcade accuracy, and this is 1UP's version of the Chicago Gaming Arcade Legends. Yeah, that was the name of it, Bill. I appreciate that. Yeah, it almost looks identical to that Chicago Gaming Arcade Legends, only they're calling it Classic, so it's almost a rip-off of the name even, right? And the Goofyfoot, how do they miss doing Defender Cabinet? Oh yeah, that title is older than people working at A1UP. That is the truth. And I wonder if Brian A bought one. And then MK Kid is laughing. Hey, on the positive, MK Kid, this isn't Mortal Kombat XL, so they didn't totally give you a garbage one. They just didn't give you one at all again. So that is all I have for this one. Hope you guys have enjoyed seeing the what we have of the photos of this cab and getting those inventory numbers. Look for them to hit your Costco's anytime soon if you want to throw good money away. And until next time, have fun.